Now, this man ended up like killing his mother, his auntie, and his friend, right? He blicked all three of them down whatsoever. And this was in Kentucky, real though. And like he actually got blicked down himself by the police because he was trying to blick the police down or whatever whatnot. Real though. And that's some crazy stuff. That's really crazy whatsoever. Now, this cop ended up shooting this guy or whatever whatnot. And he was a brother or whatever whatnot. Remember. And I'm just gonna break it down to you. Remember. Anyway, this is what happened. Like, this dude was in a car crash or whatever whatnot. And they called police or whatever whatnot. Or whatever. For whatever reason or whatever. And all of a sudden he just started chasing this man or whatever whatnot. For real though. And he actually chased him a few blocks or whatever whatnot. And when they went to the last location, he shot him 3 times. All up in his back. Why? Because he couldn't catch the man. And then obviously tell lies and stuff. Saying he crashed his car. How he gonna crash his car when his car was across the street in the grass or whatever whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It was over the curb. In that area where it'd be around in the street. You know what I'm saying? I'm not seeing that. And for real though. It's the car was actually damaged and the light was out and all that. Nah, I'm not seeing it. I ain't seeing it like that. Plus, this dude didn't even have no blick on him. He didn't have no blick on him. For real though. So the cop, actually blicked him down for no reason. For real though. All because he couldn't catch him. I mean, I seen dude on the camera up there running like a mud through the parking lot. For real though. And I see the cop up there running like a damn penguin. I don't know. He, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think it's because of the coffee and donuts. But shit, he got cancer, bro. So I think he got frustrated and just let him down or whatever, whatnot. I don't know. Anyway. So, yeah, I mean, I don't remember as far as show message to the brothers, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, that, actually, try to, do something to get respect on their names and stuff like that. But, this brother, went out and tried to, go get this dude for, speaking, some bullshit on his name or whatever, whatnot. For So, he went to go do that. And then, his buddies, came and went after him and blitz him down or whatever for that reason or whatever. For real though. I mean, you can get lots of respect for just living. For real though, because that stuff ain't even worth it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you go get respect on your name, but by living too. You know what I'm saying? For real though, because I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy as ever. For real though. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I gotta understand though. You know what I'm saying? Bro, though. I mean, to kind of risk your life for, something crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? For real though. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna even care. I'm not gonna even care. I mean, I used to do that when I was younger. I used to do that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't blink nobody down. You know what I'm saying? Or I didn't get nobody no beat down. Or you know what I'm saying? Saying something about, putting something on my name or whatever when I, you know what I'm saying? I didn't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because why? I'm already knowing that you know what I'm saying? yeah, that's like that's like me playing with my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, it's not a game of him. This is like real life. This is reality. For real though. Anyway, so I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, pick the right option. Not to do no stupid shit. Anyway, that's besides the point. Now, shit. I mean, like, hell, I was up there just like, wondering or whatever, or whatnot. For real though. Anyway, so yeah, this lawyer, like, actually went off on, like, this woman up in the courtroom. He called her and, he said, you're, like, nigger or whatever, whatnot. Like, you know what I'm saying? That stuff was crazy. They got on his ass about that. He was confused as hell. You know what I'm saying? It was like, something else or whatever, whatnot. For real though. I'm like, damn. Like, but, hey, I mean, I said, hey, he said I never said that word in that courtroom. For real though. He said I never said that word at all. For real, because, like, yeah, I mean, like, that shit ain't good. That's not good at all. For real though. Anyway, so yeah, I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, shit, I remember, like, when, like, this cop, like, actually, like, was pointing his blick at this, like, dude's car or whatever. Because he had a white shorty up in his car or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, so, and yeah, I mean, he didn't like that. He didn't like, when the dude had a white woman up in his car or whatever one night, you know what I'm saying? For real though. And this man just, like, went up to his car, hit the car, and he up there saying, I will kill you right now, boy. Like, for real though, I'm telling you, it was crazy. It was crazy as hell. And that happened up in Florida. Like, shit, he up there saying, like, open up the car door and get down on the ground. Put your face on the ground and all that shit. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy as hell. I'm glad he didn't start blinking. For real though, I'm like, goddamn, because I'm already knowing he trigger happy. He trigger happy game. I already know that shit. For real though, by the look in his eyes, for real though, I already know he would have started blinking. For real though, if dude didn't comply or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? It would have been like a crazy end. For real though, I'm telling you. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just like, up there just like wondering or some shit. I'm like, god damn. Like, that shit crazy as hell. For real though. Anyway, so yeah, I'm like, not even like believing the hype about, like, a lot of individuals see or nothing like that. For real though. I mean, like, that shit crazy as hell. For real. Anyway, yeah, it was like, shooting up at the, like, Louisiana Mall or whatever, whatnot. And, like, one person lost their life, and 5 other people got injured. For real though. And they try to cover it up by, like, pinning, like, crime on somebody that wasn't even there or whatever, whatnot. And, like, that shit was crazy as hell. That shit crazy as hell. For real though. I'm like, shit, they up there trying to cover their motherfucking tracks and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That, and the shit be on camera and all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it still begin, like, you're fighting with this bullshit. For real though. I'm like, that shit crazy. That shit crazy as ever. For real though. I'm like, god damn. It was like, female that got, like, killed or whatever in that shootout or whatever, whatnot. Like, damn, man, I don't even know. Like, they didn't even show the right individual. They just, like, actually, I think they lost the, like, motherfucker, and they wanted to place blame on the first person they fucking saw. Put their, like, face in an article and shit like that, and then obviously say, oh, he did this. He did it. He know he did it. No, goddamn well, they don't know the facts or none like that. They know the person that did that shit. They just up there trying to cover their fucking tracks. That's all the fuck you do. That's all they always fucking do. They always do that bullshit. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, hit the bell and notification so you see my next upload and my next post. And I'll make sure I make another one tomorrow. And oh yeah, you can check out my previous videos if you like, gang. So long, farewell, goodbye.